Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you may be. This is By Hook or By Needles. My name is Sam, and today I am going to be showing you how to do the box stitch. The box stitch is simply worked with pearls and knits, which is the case with most of the stitches in knitting, so nothing new there. There are no increases or decreases with this pattern. There are no, concerns there. You don't need to know any special increases or decreases. It is a repeat of, it's a the multiples is 4 stitches plus 2. So I have cast on here already. How many did I cast on? 18, I think. Let me just check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah. So cast on 16, which is a multiple of 4, and 2 stitches for good, well, not for good measure, because that's what the pattern says to do. It is a knit 2, purl 2, and it is knit 2, purl 2 done sort of in an alternating way to create little boxes, and I will now show you how we do that. So we start with knit 2, purl 2. Just gonna knit 2. I'm not going to do any special edgings or anything on these. These are just purely for samples to show you how to create certain types of stitches, certain types of looks. And this one is, relatively easy one. You're going to think you're doing ribbing, but you're not. Knit 2, purl 2, right till the end. And we finish with a knit 2. So we turn the work, and we finish with a knit 2. So we're going to do a purl 2 first. So we want to purl the purl stitches and knit the knit stitches on the way back. It is a 4-row repeat. So this is the second of the 4 rows. We finish again with purl 2. Now you can sort of see that a ribbing is almost forming. You've got knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. Now we're going to switch it. Instead of continuing to knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches, we're going to change it up, and we're going to purl the knit stitches and knit the purl stitches for 2 rows. Well, no, sorry, for 1 row, and then the second row we're just going to follow the pattern. So we're purling 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. And out of these 2 rows you will see how it's called box stitch, because you will see little boxes appear in a pattern. I would, oops, have I? No, I haven't done. Yes, I have stuffed up. Hang on. Let me go back. Pearl, pearl, knit. No, no, I haven't. Sorry. Just making sure I'm getting the stitch right. I would not recommend this stitch for variegated, because using variegated yarn, simply because you're just going to lose the pattern in variegated. Variegated yarn is really just best to work with if you're using stockinette or garter stitch, in my personal opinion. Okay, so we end with purl 2. We're going to turn around, and now we are going to knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches. And this is the last row of our repeat. And it really is, whoops, as simple as that. If you know your knits and your purls, which hopefully you do by now. I'm just looking. Yep, that looks right. So it's hard because I'm working through the camera lens again, so to speak, and it's very hard sometimes for me to see what I'm doing, and I do have to take it to the side and have a look and see if I'm doing the right thing. And every time I get the camera on, my voice just goes all croaky and froggy, and it's just so annoying. As soon as I turn it off, it goes back to being fine. It's just very frustrating. Okay, can you see the little box up here? Little boxes consisting of like 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is the repeat. So I'm going to work a few more rows. I'm probably going to work at least 2 more rows in silence, because we're going to go back now to knitting first. So we're going to go knit 2, and I'm just going to do 2 rows without talking, so you don't have to worry if you want to speed up or slow down. Okay, now I've worked 6 rows, and you can see once again those boxes, and it is 100% reversible. So this is going to be ideal for scarves, blankets, hats. It's really one of those very, very versatile stitches that can sort of be put into anything, but particularly if you want something reversible. If you used it with a very thick yarn or a cotton, you could almost make placemats. I think a set of placemats would look really good with it, especially if you made smaller square coasters to match. Yeah, and if it was in cotton, it would be hit resistant, especially if you were using perhaps a slightly thicker yarn than I'm using here. I'm using an 8-ply yarn and a 4.5. Can you see that? Oh, it doesn't want to tell me. It doesn't want to. There we go. You might just be able to see that. A 4.5mm hook. And I think it says 7 US. I'm not sure if that actually is right though, because I'm not very, quick with my sizing for US with compared to millimeters. So yeah, these are higher bamboo, I think, hook double pointed needles. They're very smooth and very nice. Okay, I'll knit a few more rows to come back to show you what it looks like when you've got a slightly bigger piece. Okay, I've done a few more rows now, so you can see it in a little bigger swatch. And there we go, the box stitch. Obviously completely reversible, although that bit looks better. But yeah, that's just my imagination probably playing games. So that is the box stitch. You can join me every Thursday. I will be bringing you a new knitting stitch, whether it be ribbing or lace or cables or all sorts of different variety of things, so that you can expand on your repertoire of stitches that I have already taught you in the knitting for beginners. So, and I think I said in one of my crochet stitches that it was Tuesday I was going to do crochet. That's wrong. Mondays will be crochet stitch day and Thursdays will be knit stitch day. So please, if you want to learn some new stitches, please join me every Monday and Thursday. They will be the set days, so that people aren't wondering when the next stitch is going to be coming out. If you enjoy learning new stitches, please make sure you are subscribed, that the notification bell is on, and that you like the videos. If you have any comments or questions or problems or issues of any sort, please feel free to leave a comment asking me what problem you are having or whatnot. And if you have any specific stitch perhaps that you would really like for me to do, that maybe you've seen somewhere but I've just sort of not got the pattern for, or you're not sure how to do the stitch, or you've done the stitch and have had problems with it, let me know and I'll see if I can do a tutorial for you to help you expand your stitch count. See what I did there? Stitch count. Haha. No. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.